The next rare vintage photo shows us a quiet workshop in Kyoto in the 1890s. This scene comes from the workshop of Noboru Nogawa Nengchuan-deng, a metal artisan enterprise founded in 1825 during the Bunsei era. Seated on wooden floors, the craftsmen shape bronze vessels by hand, filing, engraving, and polishing with tools refined through generations. Each movement is deliberate, guided by experience rather than haste. Kyoto, long the cultural heart of Japan, was renowned for its metalwork. Bronze wares produced here were used in everyday life and ritual alike. Tea ceremony utensils, incense burner, flower vases, and temple objects. These items were not mass-produced. They were created slowly, often taking weeks or months, reflecting the Japanese belief that function and beauty must coexist. Such workshops formed the backbone of Japan's pre-industrial economy. Skills were passed from master to apprentice, preserving techniques while nurturing discipline, humility, and respect for material. The craftsmen lived close to their work, and their livelihoods were sustained by local demand and long-term trust. In this small Kyoto room, surrounded by bronze and quiet concentration, we witness a culture that understood true wealth not in speed or volume, but in craft, patience, and meaning. The next rare vintage photo shows us Osaka in the 1920s, looking across Kitahama toward Nakanoshima, an elegant river island resting between the Dojima and Tosabori rivers, a place where tradition and modern ambition met in quiet balance. By this time, Nakanoshima had already been thoroughly modernized. Grand stone buildings rise along the riverbanks, housing banks, trading companies, and civic institutions that powered Osaka's reputation as the nation's kitchen. Electric trams glide steadily through the streets below, linking merchants, workers, and families in a city designed for connection rather than speed. Yet beneath this modernization, daily life remained deeply human. Along these streets, small eateries served rice, grilled fish, and seasonal vegetables to office clerks and traders. Shopfronts mixed Western-style brick facades with traditional wooden buildings, reflecting a culture that absorbed new ideas without erasing its roots. Business here was disciplined, long-term, and relationship-driven. The next rare vintage photo shows us Osaka in the 1890s, standing atop Ebisubashi Bridge, one of the city's most vital crossings, looking toward Shinsaibashi and North Osaka. Below, the canal carries boats loaded with goods, while above it, people move at a calm, steady pace. Merchants, families, travelers, and children, each step part of a shared urban rhythm. Wooden shopfronts line both sides of the bridge, their signs calling quietly to passers-by. These were businesses built on familiarity: food sellers, cloth merchants, tea houses, and daily necessities serving neighborhoods they knew by name. In the distance rise the silhouettes of Kita-mido and Minami-mido, major Buddhist temples that anchored spiritual life in the city. Their presence reminds us that commerce and belief coexisted closely, shaping a culture where profit was balanced by purpose. Osaka, already known as Japan's commercial heart, grew around waterways that supported trade while keeping the city connected and walkable. Ebisubashi was more than a bridge. It was a social space. People paused here to talk, observe, and rest, turning movement into connection. Food aromas drifted from nearby kitchens, and life unfolded without urgency. This next rare vintage photo shows us Tokyo in the late 1870s, at the very birth of Ginza, long before it became a symbol of luxury and modern Japan. Rickshaws wait quietly along the broad avenue, their drivers resting between journeys. These hand-pulled vehicles were the lifeline of urban transport in the early Meiji era, carrying merchants, officials, and travelers through a city rapidly redefining itself. Movement here is calm, unforced, and human-powered, a reminder of a time when speed was measured by footsteps and effort. This intersection, now home to the iconic Waco building, once served as the information center of the Japanese Empire. Newspapers, notices, and government communications flowed through Ginza, making it a hub of knowledge as much as commerce. Western-style brick buildings line the street, rebuilt after the 1872 fire, symbolizing Japan's careful adoption of modern urban planning. In the stillness of this Ginza street, we see how Japan built its future by moving forward with discipline, dignity, and deep awareness of community.